I loved it. But we got Bill Haney live on the show.
Hey,
Bill, man, what's
hey,
going on? How are you?
man, shout out to the boxing voice, the voice of the people, the voice of the streets, and some say the voice of me, because I have an opportunity. Listen, no, but I have an opportunity in the morning, alhamdulillah, to get up, you know what I mean, and come on here and continue to push this boxing forward, man. And shout out to His Excellency, because we're not putting enough on it. You know what I mean? When we're talking about what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing right now and doing for boxing, the appropriate title would be His Excellency, and it's something that needed to happen. Um, all the fighters that's been talking and saying what they would do, and if the right opportunity came and all these fights, and you have someone like him to come along and quiet the noise, right? It's just a breath of fresh air. Ness, we got a chance to meet him, and he's quite a boxing fan. He's not just an investor or just not a promoter. He's someone that's trying to um, do what the fans want, answer the fans' call. You know what I mean? And we're just so happy that they've they've shown that they have an admiration for Devin's work, and it's just a great time, man, right now.
I mean, they gonna say I'm being nice to you, but you had to feel fucking good. Ah, man, he went out right there.
Wait a minute, hold on. Tell me what you say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you had to feel good when you got a day asking him about this about Americans, and he's like, yeah, no, we'll use you to get that message to Tank, but I want Devin Haney to fight in my country. That had to make you feel good because it's the only fighter he really singled out when asked
Well,
about American fighters. Like they mentioned Shakur, a day did, but not Turki Al-Sheikh. He spoke of Devin.
now, and who is they? So I'll know who they is when you're
No,
speaking of they.
a day is the interviewer.
A day. And
Right?
where
I'm
does he?
pronouncing it right. Right? Danny is a day, right? Okay.
A day. And who was he journalist for?
DAZN.
Okay. So ironically, like I said, things will always come to light. You know what I mean? I've always told everyone, I said that Devin is not just a fighter here in the US. He doesn't just represent the US, he represents the world. Um, Obviously, with the association to Matchroom and that UK deal that we did to provide a global look. Hopefully, Eddie has been doing his part, and Matchroom has been doing their part in that sense. You have DAZN, you have Australia. We've spent some time there, and of course, we have a fan in His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. And this only dispels all of the rumors that everyone has been saying about who Devin isn't. Because remember, we still don't have to down who uh, who His Excellency wants to see him in the ring with. You know what I mean? I didn't make up Devin and the other person. I just said that Devin is the best in the world and he's willing to fight and prove who he is against whoever in the world is the only thing that you know what I mean? And I don't, attempt to single out anybody to, you know, Turkey. I don't single out. I said, we would love the opportunity to fight all around the world and in particular in Saudi Arabia. Um, and that's just the way it is. So, it's about fighting for this thing, man, that I call the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Not just this regular thing, not just notoriety and everybody just screaming around here in the US, but it actually being pushing the sport forward, being recognized and remembered in the sport, far after we're gone.
So for my own selfish reasons. What you think of my shirt idea, man?
I think it's ingenious, and I think that why slow it down? We must continue, with champions. That's what Devin is an elite fighter. I don't see any reason why not. You know what I mean? I think Floyd started that. He talked about he fought like what 29 champions. He fought the most
24,
was
right, Danny?
20 24.
Yeah, I think it's 23,
Yeah,
24, something like
24
that.
champions or champions or championship fights. You know, so we working, baby. We working.
So does that mean it's Sabril or is it Broner? Because we've seen a lot of back and forth with you and Broner posting, and I mean even Kevin Cunningham took some shots, called you fake pimp and all this stuff. So it sounds like y'all building it up. Like I don't think
Yeah.
Kevin Cunningham, my good friend, would be going that far unless this fight is close. Uh-oh. Dipped off on us there.
See, I think the complete opposite. I think
Damn.
they not.
Go ahead, answer,
Let's
Danny.
see
Let
what
me
Bill
hear it.
say.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now
Yes.
you saying you
hey,
think they building it up,
listen.
and I say I don't think
No,
it's.
listen. Kevin
But
Kevin Cunningham Kevin Cunningham wants to be me. He wish he could have been me. He wish he could have done the things that I've done in boxing. No offense to what Kevin Cunningham has done, right? But to say anything is fake about me would be asinine. You know what I mean? And it deserves the comment of you know uh,
I mean,
nothing.
Bill, he got a resume though. He has an undisputed
Listen,
champion, Corey Spinks. Then he has a two-time champ
Listen,
in Devin
Corey
Alexander.
Spinks is as soon as Corey as soon as Corey Spinks got there, he got knocked off. No disrespect to Corey Spinks,
Yeah, but
right?
so did George
No,
Cambosos. That ain't no that
listen,
I mean, so
no,
it
but I'm
ain't
not.
your night.
But okay, but I'm talking about Devin Haney, baby. We didn't do it, baby. You see what I'm saying? When we got there, like when Kevin Cunningham got there, we saw what he did. And when listen, just like we hear, and his fighter and Adrian Broner, I take nothing away from what Kevin Cunningham brings to the table, but he doesn't bring what I bring to the table.
I
He
mean,
doesn't know what I know.
his argument would be that he's done it with more fighters than you. You've done it with your son. He's created more than one world
Hey,
champion.
you heard what Shannon said. It's not who do it first, it's who do it best.
All right. So I mean, is it Broner?
I mean, the way that they fat mouthing, I mean, we like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? When you start calling us all kind of names and fake and all this other shit, sounds like you really want it, cause ain't nobody else talking about nothing.
Because I did see your Instagram live, and I reposted it, and you said you reached out and he left you on scene, which means he did not respond. So has someone reached out since you reached out?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, absolutely. I can say that AB is a man about his business, cause his team reached out, and it's on the table.
So was it Don King specifically? Or
Specifically, Don King.
oh, perfect,
Absolutely.
perfect, 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 perfect. Okay.
Absolutely. So
So,
so
are we
so I
targeting
got to take. Listen,
June or July
I
because of
listen.
Ramadan?
Let me just
Sorry.
tell you. No, Ness. Let me tell you. When a dude like AB, right, tells his people to call, and they call, I take it serious, Ness. You know I don't be playing about this shit. When somebody raises their hand, I take it serious because I know what that means, and I know what we do to motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying, Ness? So we gonna
So,
see.
so they gonna ask, they gonna say, "Yo, Bill, but why you ain't try to negotiate with Matthias? He raising his hand. He said Devin Haney
Well,
chicken.
listen, they didn't know because Ness, you know, and I know that I didn't talk to the gentleman.
I
You know
know.
that I talked to him. Ness, you have to report on it. You know that I gave the man my telephone number. I told him he was supposed to call me on a Saturday. He did never call me on the days they called me. I called him. They said that listen, he's hung up on the phone with me. They they give off like I could be harassing them. Ness, you know this.
And when's the last time you made an attempt just to, so there's no one out there typing? The last time you made an attempt to get them on the phone?
Was when he told me I don't need to call him anymore. He's going to call me, Ness.
Oh, okay. So that was the day of the interview, basically, a long time ago.
No, that was no.
The
We
week
talked
before
after
they
that.
fight. The week
No,
before
no,
they
no, no.
fight.
Yes, the week of that fight, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's only Broner on the table. I thought Jose Ramirez was another good option because he's a former world champ. He's Mexican, green print. Do you think he would take the fight? Because he ain't been active. Would he take the fight? And would you want that fight for your son?
listen, we want the best fights in the world, and Devin will fight anybody. The only thing that I can take serious, more serious than anything else, is when somebody raises their hand. They have their promoter call me, right? We start talking, and then I tell you it's serious. Now, the other day, I went on the live and I said, "Man, AB ain't gonna try to do nothing. He's not gonna stop his car. He's gonna stop his car and he's gonna go the other direction." Well, AB put Devin and him on his Instagram. Don King called me, so why wouldn't I take it serious, Ness?
So Atlanta, or are we going back to the Bay because you did well there, and it's like, why not go back, or do we try Atlanta?
We haven't gotten that far.
No, I know, but you as
What I'm saying is,
DHP, where would you like to
Ness,
see a seat? Give me three names, three possibilities. This way, they can't say that you want any specific one. What three
listen,
markets
that
make
that don't
sense for
that
Bill
doesn't
Haney?
no, that part of it. The only thing that I start thinking about right now, because the powers and the people in Devon, they always make those decisions about where it's going to happen at. But I start thinking about how it's going to happen and what we're going to do to that guy. You know what I mean? Before it goes into, I go into super promoter promoting the event. I say, oh, you had the nerve to call and make now you got to stand on it. AB. Yeah, because it's on me, right? And I called and I talked to him and we're talking. But guess what? AB gonna have to stay on business. He gonna have to stay about business because you know what, Ness? We taking this shit serious. I'm not looking around playing, no, none of that. AB, the only fighter that AB, if everybody talk all this shit about AB, but guess what? The last nigga beat him was Manny Pacquiao. Ain't nobody beat him since Manny Pacquiao. So if he was like that, why you ain't did it? Because you left it up for Devin to do. Why you everybody sit around and want to say he's this and that, but they ain't gonna go in there and do it. So I take this shit real serious, Ness. Real
So is you
serious.
is you gonna put a game plan to stop him though? Because at this point he's 34, so you giving CYPs of the world ammunition, saying Devin only fight older men, and
Listen, Ness.
obviously,
Devin only fights champions. That's what he fights. He fights
no,
champions.
I know that's
Now,
that's
yeah,
that's
you
what
know
I
what I mean?
said.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he fights. So let the record reflect, just like Floyd fights champions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, I take it serious though, Ness. I don't care nothing about what the CYPs and whatever, because if your favorite fighter or whoever it is, why they ain't did it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, they
When we
friends.
talk
His
about the
favorite
resume,
fighter's
why they?
friends with Broner, so. But I
Yeah.
like I
Well,
like this angle because now Devin could be like, "Yo, I beat your big bro." You feel me? I always said that.
Man, he listen.
Yo, AB,
He's a legend. He's a
he,
legend, a future Hall of Famer. We take him
And
serious.
he's Tank's big bro. You know what I'm saying? So like,
We take him serious. Now
but
now
you ain't answer the question. Can you
he,
put a game plan together to stop this version of Adrian Broner?
shit, who stopped him?
Nobody. That's why. That's exactly why. Can the great Bill Haney show his greatness?
Man, AB, listen. AB tripping. And I know he gonna be tripping. I know the interview and I know all that. And I know AB gonna be getting up for Devin, but we up for him. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody playing and doing all that other shit. And you know what I mean? Of course Dev gonna go in there to stop him. Of course AB gonna be going in there trying to stop Dev. You know what I mean? If he stays on business like he's been. I listen. I can take it for. Only thing I can take him for is face value. You know what I'm saying? He had his people reach out. We're in the process of figuring out what that thing might look like. Of course, you got other people that are saying, what about this possibility? What about that possibility? What about this possibility? Right? I'm cool with all the possibilities, but when somebody, like I said, somebody raises their hand and they not just talking and they promoter reach out and we got to see, Ness. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Hey,
see
hey,
because
you
I
guys are
just
not
had.
the one that pulled out the Ryan fight, so you know it is what it is. You got to keep answering phone calls. Um,
Oh man, Ryan, listen. That I don't even know if that's gonna. I don't even know if Ryan the. I don't the best opportunity. Dev was
Bill,
giving him the best opportunity. He giving out opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And we knew that. We knew when he raised his hand or he fake raised his hand, and he tried to go with the Rowley and he trying to go with the Ramirez and he's trying to go everywhere. You know what I mean? But what that green belt that was staring him in his face. You know what I'm saying? This WBC.
his his latest, he said that it won't be
Ramirez.
Ramirez, and that he is now suggesting himself and Oscar De La Hoya at this point. I want
That
your
would be
thoughts on that.
great. That would be great.
Um,
He need that.
listen, he is going to play himself out of
That's
even a guy. He will play himself out of that a guy like His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh is even interested in if he continues to play. You know
mm.
what I mean? I'm not with the play games. I'm not with none of that. It's all fun and games until a real one walks in the building that's really on business, like His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. He comes in the building, and then everybody that was playing and they was on fraud time, you get exposed. Yeah, he already said he ain't into the YouTube boxing.
He
You
did
understand
say
what I'm
that.
saying?
He
To the
did say
YouTube
that.
fighters and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think Broner Haney Broner could be Saudi?
I'm I'm sure I'm sure that between the ultimate grudge with the game, with um, boxing between both of them, too, Devin experiencing what a Broner has experienced in the sense of the media and events, and you know what I mean. Like it will be a hell of an opportunity. What I call a mega opportunity for those two individuals to have an opportunity to put on an event together. Adrian and Devin and Adrian, right? If that happens, should that happens, it'll be historic. It'll be something that they say that Broner can't go do. They said that Devin can't go do, but now they've gotten together as young African Americans with brilliant minds in a sport that they both got to the heights that they've gotten to come together and make an event would be amazing to me. If that doesn't happen, well, it's boxing.
Bill, have you contacted Top Rank?
No, I haven't.
Have they contacted you?
No. They
You
haven't.
know, I sent you the information. They signed Sandor Morton. We had good old Brad Goodman on the show, and he made it clear that they signed him to be in position in case he can win. We also contacted the WBC. They said Devin has 12 months, obviously now 11, to make that defense mandatory to Sandor. What's your thoughts on Sandor getting the top rank backing? What's
Oh,
your
great, great. Listen, great story, Sandor Martin. All that he's been through. Hell of a fighter, tough fighter. Came up short with the Teofimo Lopez. And it's a great opportunity for a potential future event with Sandor Martin. I hope that he'll continue to doing what he's doing, raising his profile, and make for it a great opportunity for a big event.
Did you see his quotes and do you take them seriously? Because
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. For sure. I saw the quotes. You know what I mean. I keep my ear to the ground. You know
well
what I
let
mean.
me
And
let me let me
he's
let me at least say it because he said that Devin could lose his belt to him in the ring or he could run up to welterweight.
hmm
Just
okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, wait. Listen. That's what he is supposed to say, and he's supposed to feel like that. If he's not feeling like that and talking like that, then we don't want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? We don't want no motherfucker to silent and don't believe in themselves and do all that. That ain't gonna work for the people that we fight in front of. You dig?
For sure, for sure. But you didn't answer the Ramirez like with detail. Do
Ramirez, no,
do you is it not
Ramirez.
an option because of the inactivity?
No, but you don't know which Ramirez is going to show up. You know what I mean? And a tough and rugged Ramirez could make for it a tough night for Ryan Garcia, a night that you know what I mean would maybe send him back or send him into a place that he could never recover from. Of
Mm.
course, a loss with Devin Haney means that you've lost to two of the best fighters in the world, and Javante Davis and Devin Haney. I think you can recover from there. I don't know where you're going to recover should you lose with some of these potential fights that you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, but what about Devin and Ramirez?
Listen, that's always been a great opportunity. I saw Ramirez in New York, and I told him, given the opportunity, we'll do all we can to give him an opportunity at some money. You know what I mean? And he's a guy that's financially sound, with his money inside and outside the ring. So it would make for a blockbuster opportunity for both of the families to get together, the Ramirez and the Haneys, for sure, for sure.
Um, Again, but the question is, do you like that fight off of his inactivity, or would you prefer as DHP for him to get back active before Devin offers him a shot? Because again, I'm
Well,
just
no,
keeping
it's
the
not. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out into Ramirez's favor coming back in with Devin smoking hot, but he's smoking hot with anybody right now. You know what I mean? With the kind of the activity that Devin has had and what he continues to want to be on the trajectory, then it's going to be a tough. It's going to be tough for anyone right now running up on a car that's running that hot. So it
and
makes
and
no difference.
and his manager and the thoughts of Devin and Ramirez being able to do 40,000. Danny, where's the baseball field and if Phil Bill in? Uh, your thoughts on that? The economics of that,
Oh,
like
that's
that
that's
that
that. Listen,
location.
that's no, no, that's Northern California, a place that you know what I mean. We support dearly. That he's been that Ramirez has been working for quite some time, and that those are the workers, immigrant workers, in that Central Valley kind of like maybe what is it like Fresno?
Fresno
Where is it,
area,
Danny?
yeah. He from
Yeah,
Fresno.
it's in
Yeah,
that
he from Fresno.
yeah, in that kind of area, and he's doing a tremendous job with them and rallying them, and hopefully for a great cause that he supports, not only just them them and their efforts. So Jose Ramirez is quite a young man, man, to say the least, man. Like I said, he's a family man, and anytime that getting together and doing an event with him, it would be special. And I told him, I said, I wouldn't cheat him out of an opportunity if we cross paths. And that's the best fight that's on the table for Dev. For sure, I'm going to rally behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Danny, anything, or should I go to callers for you, Bill? I don't know. It's on you. I think I emptied the clip.
No, I mean, we pretty much hit everything. Obviously, his excellency and the comments he touched on and everything like that. So hopefully now
Yes.
just wait to get something cooking, right? I know you said the
Yeah, I guess we
Don
I
could
know
King
it's
address
reached
cooking.
that.
out,
Hey, listen,
so
it's hot. It's not just cooking, it's cooking hot today. His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh has entered into the game officially as a real power player. We've seen what he's done in the heavyweight division. Now he's saying that he wants to shed a little bit of light on the lightweight division in particular with Devin Haney and Tank Davis.
Mm, that gotta feel good, bruh. That gotta feel
What better
good.
news? What better news? Do I feel good? I feel amazing. Alhamdulillah. That he listen, amazing, right? Listen, and it's a great day for boxing in general. We always talk about the power players, the Eddies, the Bob Arums, and alike. But one thing that they always said is the best thing for boxing is the more the merrier, the more that's involved. So
Mm-hmm.
for His Excellency, and I say we got to put some respect on his name. He's respected around the world, and when I see him, that's what we say. His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh has now officially entered into the game of boxing, and hopefully he's here to stay. And what he represents, the ideology of the best.
He getting calls like crazy. Shout out to Bill. All right, and he's back. Yes, sir. Bill, you want me to go to
Phone is ringing
callers?
off the hook.
Did His Excellency call you? Because he sent the message through the zone. I'm like, they gotta have Bill number already.
Listen, one thing that you do when you have the best fighter in the world, listen, we knew them, now they know us.
Mm, congrats to that. You want these callers or what?
Absolutely. How I'm gonna come on the boxing voice and not at least talk to CYP one time?
I don't think he's there, but we got Keem the Dream in
He will
Florida.
be.
He
He will
will be.
be.
He was already making excuses, Bill. You should have heard him. He said they can't just get tanked. They're gonna have to sign the whole PBC.
Oh my God. Listen. Let's not no disrespect to His Excellency and any moves that he'll be making while I'm on the podcast today. I told him the money
LV.
was good.
Hey, fellas, how I sound?
Perfect.
Man, got Bill Haney on the show. Good to hear exactly what Devin Haney might be going, what direction he going. But on the topic, man, that's what it is. That's what I want to see, man. Tank versus Devin. Definitely one of the bigger fights in the sport of boxing. Both guys active on social media. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it can be a huge fight, man, regardless of where it's at. You know what I mean? Uh, It's especially going to help with the casuals as well, man. With this younger generation, we talking about these four kings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to get the younger eyes involved and expecting, looking forward to a fight, man. So I definitely think it's one of the bigger fights in boxing, if not the biggest. Tank coming off what he just did with Ryan with that 1.3. I can definitely see that Tank Devin doing a million. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where it's at. But yeah, man, with them doing Fury and Usyk, we haven't had an undisputed champion heavyweight in years. That's definitely huge for the sport. But I think that Tank Devin is definitely going to put the more casual fans more casual eyes on the sport. You know what I mean? And I agree with Danny, man. With the video game thing, I feel like we need one of them. We can get a boxing video game coming. It'll definitely get the younger generation on and more involved with the sport, man. Because even with me growing up, I wasn't no hardcore, but I always had the Knockout King, the fight nights. Saying it got me more in tune with the older fighters and the fighter that was boxing at the time. So yeah, man. Hopefully we can get the video game and Alex, however you say it, the Prince, the King can continue to give us big fights, man. But you looking forward to that Tank Devin. Hopefully we can get it this year. But yeah, that's all I got.
All
Absolutely.
right.
Blessings.
His Excellency is what you say. His Excellency Turki al Sheikh.
There we
Uh,
go.
we got Super Judah, $2. Would you rather Sandor or AB? That's for you, Bill.
I, well, listen, it's what the people. I couldn't say I'd rather Sandor, and then everyone say, "Oh, well, you didn't want AB in the first place." You know what I'm saying? So, ask the people, Ness. That's would be the best. You know what I mean? Put up a
Absolutely.
poll. Put up a poll, Ness. AB. If the alternative, if an alternative for a Tank Davis fight, would it be AB or Sandor Martin?
So you're saying if no Tank.
Yes.
All right, we can do that. In the meantime, in between time, we got Timboski. Counterpunch.
Yo,
We hear you. Tim, did you go? Because we heard you. Huh? He dropped off. Tip Bellis.
What happened to the biggest fight? Didn't I hear something about it was going to be the biggest fight of the year or something like that? What did the poster say?
Which fight?
Which fight? So how do a fight be the biggest fight of the year and then it be which fight?
I mean, what? What?
I thought somebody just posted something that said that it was the biggest fight and the biggest attraction, the biggest something of the year.
Really? Where? I don't know. I mean, I've been on here working.
So in the last week, ain't nobody posted that it was going to be the biggest fight of the year.
Devin's fight with,
Nowhere.
with, with Tank. You talking about?
No, 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 no. Somebody posted a fight. Why you double you? Why is it double of you
I have
right
no
there?
clue what happened. I tried to add Danny. That's why. Let me try.
Yeah, please add Danny so Danny can say what the biggest fight of the year was that they just had said.
I'm trying to think what you talking about, Bill. I'm trying to think if it was the Usyk and Fury undisputed fight.
Nah, 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 nah.
Damn,
It
damn.
gotta
I
be
thought
Tank
that
Devin.
what?
I mean,
No, no,
uh,
no, no, no. Somebody just posted a fight on their Instagram, and it was said that it was going to be the biggest
man,
fight of
just
the
tell us
year.
who it is. Or you don't remember?
I don't remember too, but I just
Oh,
remember the other day it was just buzzing
Hold on,
around
hold on,
that
hold
it
on,
was a
hold on. I
fight
think I
that was
think I know what he talking about. Let me verify to confirm. Hold
somebody
up.
put it on
I
their
think
Instagram and everybody went wild, and now they're saying I don't I'm haven't you said that the
I
fight
ain't
ain't
even
happening
heard of
now?
that shit. I ain't even heard. What he talking about?
Ask
Oh,
CYP, man.
Cambosis, Cambosis.
Oh no. He talking about Ryan and Rolly. That's what he talking about.
Who posted that that's gonna be the biggest fight of the year?
Ain't this a bit?
Floyd. I'm pretty sure Floyd. I'm pretty sure
Who
Floyd
did?
posted that.
Get the fuck out of
Floyd
here. I gotta turn my notifications on. Then I ain't get that notification.
is
Oh,
he
wait.
said
Oh,
one
well,
of the
listen. I
most
don't.
one of the most anticipated fights this year. I guarantee this will be action packed. This one right here is bombs away.
Wait, on his IG, I'm going to his IG now.
Yeah, it's up there. It's the second post.
Oh shit, it is there. 200,000 people looked at it 6 days ago. God damn, this went. Let me turn my post notifications on for you, Floyd. What's up with that? I'm gonna get notified now, champ. My bad. Yo, Bill, who's more legendary? Don't be on no hater shit neither, man. Is it Floyd or is it Ali?
Ali, are you crazy?
Yeah, I think Floyd has an argument, man. Floyd changed the game,
Listen,
man.
only thing, but because you can say that, right? You can do that. And as my brown brother that represents that that wonderful island over there in the Dominican Republic. You can say it from that perspective. But when you speak from an African American perspective as a man, what Muhammad Ali has done for my people, my dad, my mom, my grandmother, my grandfather, what he's done for those individuals as being a black man in America, um, is insurmountable. There will never be a Muhammad Ali, and there should never be anyone mentioned in that same sentence or breath.
Well, I mean, I'm not mentioning him in the same breath. I'm just saying you don't think that Floyd's legend lives longer, louder than Ali's. Like, I mean, yesterday was his birthday.
Okay,
We had
but
one person like call in and one person chat to wish him a happy birthday. And I know people's quickest answer is, "Oh well, that's because
whose
Floyd is
whose
alive."
birthday? Whose birthday was it?
I mean, they were saying yesterday was Muhammad Ali's birthday.
Okay,
Yeah, yesterday
so
was
and it
Ali's
was and it
birthday.
was what and it was Martin Luther King's birthday too, wasn't it?
On the
Or was
same
Martin
day,
Luther
I
King
don't
the other
know.
day before?
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah, it
know.
was Monday,
But
early in the week.
Oh yeah,
but
it was
but
Monday. That was Monday.
yeah, you know what I mean. So we might not recognize Martin Luther King's birthday, but we still have the dream of Martin Luther King that he left behind. He left behind an ideology, an energy. Muhammad Ali left behind an ideology, and he left behind an energy that we still live in, a presence that
Oh, and you know,
um and what I'm saying is when we talk about what Floyd and done, um, you have to understand what he's done economically and what he tends to talk about financially, and what he's done has broken records from a money perspective. Correct.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So
obviously
so that inspires.
ends in money, but it's more about he inspired the Devin Haneys of the world to be, you know,
Yes.
you your own person. You're,
Right.
breaking away from the major promoter, becoming your own brand. Like
Wait.
people
Wait. Wait.
weren't
Wait. Wait.
really
Wait. Wait.
doing
Hold
that.
on. Hold on. Hold on, my guy. We've never had a promoter. We've always went into a situation as the promoter. We've never went into a
No,
situation
that's
for
what I'm
someone
saying. That
to
he
build us. So it's
inspired
not.
people to
So
do
that's
that.
not like. Okay, but that's not like Floyd Mayweather.
No, because when
That's Devin
he
Haney.
had to go through what he went through to then break
Yeah,
away and inspire self ownership.
but Jack Johnson, no, but Jack Johnson did some things for us and inspired us to become champions, right? And then we come back and we say everything that Jack Johnson did to become a heavyweight world champion, we dismiss by saying it doesn't mean anything to become a champion. So we don't believe in that. We didn't pay attention to that narrative. We fall under what Jack Johnson had to fight for to become the champion, to have this shirt on, to wear it with pride and to say, this is something that my son did. This is something that I wear this to the grocery store. I wear it with pride. What other guys want to do is kill those narratives, and they want to create the ability to let the media drive who that champion is, right? When it's so many guys like Ali, Jack Johnson have fought for those narratives. So those it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. The Floyd era and getting to the bag and all that's very inspiring, especially coming from an era where kids are only paying attention to the money, and they were paying attention to the money in the way that I was getting it, and I said, no, don't pay attention to that. That ain't gonna last. That's not the real shit. pay attention to the way Floyd is getting the money, and you might last. So that's where Devin could make the distinction, and I hope other kids can make the distinction that you can get to the bag, and that's what Floyd represents. But but as a man and as a black man, you cannot diminish what Ali done, right? Ali said no to money. He said no to all that and stood on principles, principles that weren't tied to any financial gain. He did it for the people and did it for a cause. So that name, you got to hold that in a different regard, Ness. You got to. You got to. Now, that's just from a culture. I'm saying it to you as a brother, to you, and explaining to you what he means for that. And you, because of the cultural gap and the language gap, it might be misled in some kind of translation when someone is explaining to you. But I'm begging you, brother. I'm pleading to you. Hold Ali where Ali is supposed to, because of what he's done.
For sure, for sure. I guess, did you see that Ellerby feels like Rolly would knock out Isak Cruz? And what do you think of that fight?
Um, I mean, listen, if you normally when I go to the amusement park, I go right past the merry-go-round. You know what I mean? Because it's the same old song. You know what I mean? Um, that seems like a merry-go-round of of different manufactured situations and stories, and you kind of just put them on that thing, and you know what I mean. We want to go up and come back down and do all that. That's what boxing has always represented. And when you talk about that, you want the fight so close and proximity that it's this close that you miss out the opportunity for that journey, man. That once in a life, that success story, that Buster Douglas, that that 10 to 1, 100 to 1, whatever it is, that underdog to come in with one clip of the punch and change his whole family. That's what we loved about boxing. Those are the stories. We got to get back to telling it and letting the people feel, the fighters feel the people, right? And not be bogged down by the promoters who are telling their story, who are having their dedication to this network or their allegiance to this promoter or their allegiance to this situation. So shout out to His Excellency Turkey, who says, listen, you guys come together and you handshake in peace and let Saudi Arabia be the meeting point and the destination where all the business can get handled and all the rumors can get dispelled. Who the best is in boxing, who the best is. And that's what time it is right now.
Yo,
Venom, talk to us.
yo, Bill, I got a serious question. You ready
I'm a
for it?
serious person.
Yeah. Why aren't you going to that bathroom, man? We all want to know. We would have long debates in
Uh,
the back call, and we want to know
okay,
why aren't you
listen.
going to that
Okay,
bathroom?
because every time I went to fight in the bathroom and I whipped the nigga out, they still got me up off the yard because somebody told how bad his face got beat in. So regardless, Bernard Hopkins was going to go to that bathroom and get fucked up. How about that?
Why'd you let that old
I
man push
listen.
you
No,
like
no.
that?
How about this? How about this? I walked everywhere that he wanted me to go, to every place that it was a bathroom, until he did the Philly shake. You know what I'm talking about? And I asked Gilly and I asked Wallow, I said, what is the Philly boom? Where you don't really touch somebody, but you 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 seen what it was. You see what I'm saying? Knock it off. If you're a troll or whoever you is, you're gonna get it and you can take the message back wherever you want to take it. Because guess what? Somebody should have stood up and said something before your stupid ass came on here and said that dumb shit.
There you go, Venom. And he, I let him on the show because he's not a troll, so we weren't
Listen,
expecting that.
but listen, no, but you let everybody come on because that's what a part of it is, being the voice. I don't care. I don't consider you none of that. Bring one and bring all, because it ain't nobody just standing up tall like me and doing it because I got the best guy in the business. Period.
Yo, what up, Ness, Bill, Haney?
You're
Hey, King.
Man, Venom, man. God Almighty. Uh, Let me bring some light to that incident that I brought up. I saw back and forth. I saw two men exchanging energy. Seemed like it was tense. I saw a man when he got. I saw a man hit the panic button, and I have said this on the show, so they can't say I'm changing my opinion. I thought Bernard hit the panic button, man. I thought when it got time to go to that bathroom, he cried out for help and made the situation bigger than what it was because I didn't think he wanted to get in that bathroom, no matter what the result would have been. I think he was trying to like pub fake and or trying to call you a bluff or some shit. I'm not saying B Hop ain't can't handle his business. I just think he hit the panic button. I said that. That's what I stand on. I got a few questions.
Some folks used to
For
do whatever. No, no, no,
let me
no. Some folks used to do whatever that they used to do, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I know where I came from, and I know where I'm at, and I'm not trying to fuck it off. But at the same time, you're not gonna bluff me with no bullshit. You know what I mean? If you really about this street shit, then
gotcha,
go do it in the streets. This is boxing, and this is a safe haven for people that's into the sport. We're talking about the sport. So you're not going to scare me off, and I'm not going to scare nobody else off. You see what I mean? I'm just a
gotcha.
dad that
Uh,
started out with my son, right? That we continue to build and build and build. And there will be somebody else, another kid and another family that's going to come and they're going to tell the truth that when we seen Devin them do it, we were inspired. Just like he said,
gotcha.
being inspired, right? I'm I'm saying is when it's all looked back and it's over with, Ness, we did it so we could inspire the people. We did, it didn't matter about no
Gotcha.
money. It didn't matter that. It was the fact that somebody, another kid and another dad that's sitting around, and traditionally you hear, man, you're not gonna make it if you don't meet Floyd, if you don't meet De La Hoya,
Yo,
if you don't meet these people, you're not gonna make it. Well, man, what kind of
yeah,
inspiration
Bill.
is that for a kid?
Yeah, respectfully,
Huh?
let me finish my call before this
You
kill
gonna
my
get no,
time.
you gonna get
I
your
had a
car.
few
You gonna
questions.
get your car. They gonna let you go. No, they're gonna let you go. But let me just tell you though, because we talking. When you come on and talking, we not on a time limit. When we talk, if I'm on here and we talking, right? You can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here where somebody just come and shoot a 3 minute a shot at me and then I can't defend it. And it says, okay, next caller, where 33 people gonna shoot 3 minute shots at me. We can work. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing that I said is that most, bro, is that Devin, we're available. We're available, right? We're available. Just like me talking to you, it should account for something. You know what I mean? You go ahead and talk, man.
All right, what's up? And this is J Mac, Bill. If you don't recognize the voice,
I remember you,
look,
J Mac.
no, I two things I want to answer. Definitely, if you could give it a little light, if the is what's his name, Tashik, the excellent guy,
His
Tashik. I
Excellency.
don't know
His
his name.
Excellency.
Yeah, the
No,
excellent.
His
Yeah,
His
Excellency.
him.
His
Excellency
I'm
Turkey
Excellency.
trying to
Al-Sheikh.
I'm
It
trying
take
to
him.
get
It take
around from
no. It
calling
take
him
a
that.
minute.
That
It take
guy
a
right
minute over
there,
here.
him. If
No,
he
no,
can
no. It take a
put the
minute.
money up,
Wait, y'all. We all used to being comfortable saying Al. We say Al with respect, and I know how to say Al with respect. This is not a gentleman. He's a real person, and it's His Excellency. It took me a second to say it because I'm not used to addressing appropriately those that deserve it. His Excellency, right? Instead of
okay.
this dude and this guy and all that other stuff. That's not the way it is. His Excellency,
What's his name?
um, Turkey.
What's his
His
name? Tell me his
Excellency,
name. I
Turkey.
couldn't hear over
Turkey.
y'all all
His
talking. What was his
Excellency.
name? Tashik
His
what?
His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Turkey Alex Sheik. And I work on that and get more comfortable like you did. Uh if he's putting up the money for these fights, I don't think that should be a problem with fights getting made. So I don't know what's the back and forth and what's the issue with that, because that takes the money problem out of networks and promotional companies or who waiting on networks to fund the bill. So that sounds like a fight should be made. My second part of that question, if you is you do you think know if Tank is obligated to fight on any platform and just that platform? And my third one will be I would like to hear your take on Teofimo actually trying to fight Bud, and what's your 2 cents on that? That's all I got if you remember all that.
All right, damn, he dropped off, man. Did
Seems
J
like
J
he
Mac
dropped off.
J
Yeah.
Mac J Mac pissed him off, bruh? Is it J Mac fault then?
Nah, you've been getting calls all morning,
He
so.
called him Tashiki. My man crazy, bruh.
Yo, yeah,
His
that's wild.
Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. and that's horrible. You know, if I could get it, you know, it's horrible. Cause you know I'm horrible with pronunciations. I'm no good.
Yes, sir. So, um, as far as Bud, that's some bullshit. He's on bullshit. You know what I mean? He that's the way out of getting beat up and having an excuse, but whatever. Um, as far as where
But Bill, I
dude
gotta,
where
I gotta, I gotta contest that. Just cause you know the same way you and I like the shirt, and your thing with your son is we only fight champions. His thing that he's created
who?
is Tio
Okay.
is I
I
can beat
I understand.
lineal champions.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the lineal champion does not want to give you the opportunity. There's a place to unify, and the people want to see the unification. That's all.
Nah,
You
for
haven't
sure.
worked to you haven't worked to get that you're in a position to demand the lineal champion up another weight class to fight you when you're in a position to fight for unification. Am I wrong or right, Ness?
Damn, I just got some breaking news. Remember the dude that sparred Amari? He's fighting. His name is Sean McCallum. He's fighting Diego Pacheco. Wow,
That's a great
that's
fight.
that's a fucking that's a damn. That's a tough
I got
fight.
Diego Pacheco.
I know it's a tough fight, but Sean,
But
he just beat
Pacheco,
Money
listen,
Pal.
Pacheco
Damn,
is a bad boy. Pacheco's a bad boy.
Oh, we
You
know,
talking about
we
Sean
know, we
McCallum is the
know.
guy that be having his hair is colored and stuff?
no. He sparred with Amari in Top Rank. He signed to Adrian Clark's Fighter First Management. Damn, I can't believe they took that fight. He just got another fight too.
No,
They
listen,
moving him.
listen. Pacheco, a bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
But
saying. I'm shocked that
but
Sean is
Ness, let
willing.
me let me address the gentleman though, J Mac, right? Because he's always articulate and you know what I'm saying, he's on point with his stuff, right? Um, the TO fight for us, I mean, ain't no sense in keep having a grudge if we ain't gonna get together and do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose the steam. I don't want people to feel that we really like these dudes. All right, hold on,
I think you back.
hold on, wait a minute. All right, so yeah, that we like these guys. You know what I'm saying? It's the ultimate grudge match, and if it's gonna be decided, it can be decided now. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't take anything away from him and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And will he fight Crawford? I'm just saying this. I told him, I said, you don't deserve Crawford. And it's okay for me to say that, right?
I mean, yeah, and
I would say,
your son is
I would,
a your son is a lineal champ too. So you know it's still he you know he still has claim to fight your son. Like
yeah.
technically, Tio still could keep his thing going by beating lineal champs.
Mhm.
But I got more callers for you.
Okay.
Timboski trying you for the second. All right. We got
He got
Jonathan
that bad
Sims.
service from the UK.
I'm gonna have to give me a cup of this coffee. Go ahead. I can hear you. Okay.
Jonathan, you there?
Tech. Run him through 'em.
Yo, Bill, can you,
We hear you, champ.
I can hear you.
what's up, Bill?
I can hear you.
He can hear you.
So, really quick question. So, Is AB the next person on the list? Adrian Broner?
Hey, you know what? They hey,
I couldn't hear you.
hey, what's my caller? What's your name, caller?
This Tech.
Okay, okay, fam. Listen, um, whoever we fight, right? When we get them, people got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not
Right.
surprising to me. That's not surprising to me. Whoever we get, then they start saying that person ain't this and they ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Um, AB, regardless of what they say about AB, the only person beat AB was Pacquiao. I mean, super bad motherfuckers, not no just regular niggas. Bad motherfuckers beat him, and the last person that beat him was Pacquiao. So
Is it a little? Do you feel like it's a little disrespectful that Tio was running from Dev at 135 and he's still running from him now at 140?
no, I just think that it's more when he says that he's the best. You know, when he says he's the king and he's the best, and I'm saying is
Without
if
fighting the
you feel
best.
that way, huh?
Without fighting the best. So are
I
you
feel
are
like
you
this.
totally
I feel
past
like
the
that.
Matias fight?
It's up for debate. It's a strong debate, right? And if you want to settle that debate, then let's make it happen.
So as
Not
far as the
not
Matias
string it
fight,
out.
right? Without revealing too much, when it comes to that matchup, do you feel like Matias? Because this is how I feel. Do you feel like he need a fighter that's gonna stand in front of him for him to be successful?
Um, Matias is an extremely strong fighter, um, and you know that's what I can say about him. I'm saying is, yeah, I don't know if he needs you to be in front of him. I think he stalks you. He does all the stuff, um, but when he gets you there, you have to be so intimidated that you freeze. I don't think he has a lot of get you there. You know what I mean? I don't think his jab is anything exceptional. You know what I mean? But he
I
has,
I feel like he take too much punishment to get his punches off.
yeah.
From what I can see,
But
he's a good fighter. He's a tough guy. I ain't taking nothing away from him. You know what I'm saying? So the uh the Tank Dell fight in Saudi, that's something that's in the works.
you know, Dev already made it clear, crystal clear that although he has an opportunity to do it in Saudi, he's willing to do it here. He's willing to do it there, wherever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just limited to Saudi.
Okay, got you. And would you be able to secure that fight if it's not in Saudi? Would they back him?
It's the biggest fight in boxing. Why would I mean? You know what I'm saying? It can happen between the two fighters. If the two fighters want it to happen, then it's gonna happen. It's the biggest fight in boxing.
I agree, man. I really want to see that fight, but I do like how you handled Bernard Hopkins, bro. I feel like on his part that was a sucker move, bro. You feel me? I ain't see you threatening the man or
No,
calling him out his name. You just promoting your son. So I'm not sure how that
no,
ended
that's
up
what
in
he
conflict.
wanted. That's what he wanted to do. He wants us to talk about this. He came up and whispered about the bathroom, so everybody would be talking about the bathroom. You know what I mean?
So I don't know if you've been preview to the Saudi discussion we've been having on TBV, where it seems like they're actually financing all the biggest fights, right? Do you feel like
Yes.
every big fight should be in Saudi?
Um, I mean, that's, you know, every big or everything, you know, to say that, that's saying a whole lot. Like, you know, I think that everything has its place and it has its time. You know, this is a tremendous time to want to have a fight in Saudi Arabia. We've been having fights here. We did
Testing.
Vegas. We did Staples
You
Center.
good?
We've done. We've done the Chase Center. We've done, you know what I mean? We did New York. So um, for us, and at least that is this is a great time to go fight in Saudi Arabia. And shit, it hasn't, for a lot of the big fighting and a lot of the fighters. If we feel that way, then I'm sure that it's a lot of other teams that feel the same way that we do. So it's an excellent time for Saudi Arabia and His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh to be a big player in the game.
Jonathan.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Hey, Bill. I got a little thing that I do before I get in my call. You may have heard me before, but so I'm gonna just start this off right. So today's verse is coming out of Second Corinthians 9:6. Remember this: whosoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sow generously sows will also reap generously. And I know we probably stand on different sides when it comes to religion, but as a Christian man, as a black man, one thing that I do love, that you represent your faith well, not just in words, but also in action. And I respect the hell out of that. And as you know, you're a great father, not just to Devin, but to all your kids. And I respect the hell out of that. And I just want to say thank you for being a pillar of our community and setting the example for all fathers coming forward. One thing that you said about Dev that I really took value in, and if I'm ever fortunate enough to bring my son up in boxing or any sport, you talked about how you took him to the neighborhoods with the big shit to let him see. And I also took that as you helped him live I wouldn't say a flamboyant life, but you exposed him to things early. So once he became his own man, he didn't go crazy like a
Yes.
sip of liquor. So I just respect that, man. And I just hope that you continue to, help give the game so fathers like J Mac or JT and guys like that coming after can understand what it means to do this thing the right way. But
Thank you,
with
King.
that being said, back to more of the boxing. Uh, I agree slightly with your Ali take. I think it's two different conversations. I think Ali is a great man, but if we're talking purely the sport of boxing skills, accomplishments, I side with Ness and say that it's Floyd in the ring. I just think what
Mhm.
he's done and to be undefeated, all the champions he fought, the how he changed the game. Not saying Ali didn't, but the way Floyd changed the game, I just, me personally, I give the greatest boxer title to Floyd Mayweather. Um, one thing I will say is about Tio. I think there's a difference between earned and deserve. Has he earned a fight with Bud? Absolutely not. Does he deserve it? That's for Bud to choose. If Bud decides to give him the fight, he deserves it. But if not, then I'm with you. He has an undisputed title fight that he can have with Dev. He can make a lot of money, continue to set his own path. And me personally, I think that's the fight he should be pursuing versus Bud. I understand about being great, but if you beat a Devin, that just makes that Bud fight even more intriguing. Catches Bud's eye a little bit more. So I do side with you more that you have an undisputed fight that you can have right here in the grasp of your hand. Go do that. Unless Bud comes knocking on your door saying let's fight. When it comes to AB, me personally, I would prefer Sabril and like my man Ness say, I would prefer that you guys go to Puerto Rico and do that fight. My thing with AB is just that, yeah, he's an ex-champion and we're both from Ohio. I'm actually from Canton, Ohio, but he's an ex-champion. And since 2019, he's only fought twice, Santiago and Hutchinson. And those
I
dudes
mean,
don't
he
even have
fought. He fought
profiles.
in
So
June
it's
of
just like,
last year, though.
huh?
He fought June last year. It's only 6 months ago.
Yeah, but yeah, he did. I'm just saying in the past 4 years, he's only had two fights. And you're right, his most recent one was in June. So, I mean, listen, I understand y'all got to eat, and I'm not telling you how to do your career. I would just prefer as a fan who does buy Devin's pay-per-views that I would prefer to spend my money on Sabril in Puerto Rico. But if we have to settle for AB, I'm a support either way. That's just what I prefer. And before I go, I have two more questions. First, This
Who
question you can
deserve
answer when I
who
get off,
deserves
but
it? So who deserves it? So who would deserve a shot more, Subriel Martis or Adrian Broner?
I would say Sabril. He's a current champion. I think he just brings a little bit more to the table. And I think it's a better look on the resume. But I think Devin beats both. I think he washes Sabril, and I personally think he has a better chance of stopping Sabril than AB. I
Right,
think
because
that highly
Subriel
of
beat
Devin.
because and I'm just saying it's because Subriel beat. Can you just tell me the guys he beat? So you just freshen me up with him. He beat who?
You gonna put me on the spot like that, huh, Bill?
No, 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 no,
I
no,
don't have
no. I'm just saying.
I don't have it.
Huh?
Honestly, I don't have it pulled up. To be real with
Yeah,
you,
I don't
as
have him
a
either. Listen, no,
casual
no, listen,
hardcore, I don't
listen.
have
Wait, wait,
enough
wait, wait,
information on
wait. Let me tell
Sabril.
you.
I just know he
Hey,
currently has a
wait,
title. I
wait,
do know
wait,
that
brother.
he has power. He's
Hold on.
beaten some guys, but like the caller prior to me said, he's just a straightforward come fighter.
Okay,
He
let me.
takes a lot of
Hey,
punches,
bro.
and I think Deb will run circles around.
Okay, can I tell you first of all? I mean, you hit on everything, and neither, what I've learned, and even in our faith, in my faith, that I believe in Jannah, heaven, and in heaven
Yes,
there
sir.
will
Me
be
too.
there won't only be Muslims in heaven. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely. Thank
um,
you. I
you
agree,
know what I mean?
and it should be like
So
that.
within that saying, right, you hit on everything. You straightened me out on a couple different things and the way that looking at it. The and those two things were, and I want to say it. What were they? Because you I want to hold on to it. You said what were the two things you said first before I got to the Sabril? Because the Sabril shit threw me for a loop. What did you say initially? Do you remember?
Yeah, of course. We first I talked on the Ali Floyd. Then I
Okay, the Ali
mentioned
Floyd.
if Teal
And you,
deserved or earned the fight
okay,
versus Bud.
no, yeah. See, you straightened me out on both of those topics, and I got to give that to you in the way that I describe what Ali has been as a man to us, and what Floyd has been in the ring as a mentor, and what has developed and shaped Devin's mind to go get the money. You know what I mean? Um,
Yep.
it's two sided. So he's two pronged, motivated by two of the greats in the game. And like I said, I believe that when we talk about what ultimately a man is defined not in his job title but the man himself and who he is. um Fortunately for me, like, I've worked in a lot of different professions, and I'm a boxing manager to not just Devin but several other fighters. But what gets highlighted a lot is the father that I am, right? And just the man that I am outside of being a manager. So I just try to use whatever voice I can to highlight a person and a man that has meant so much to a lot of not just me and Devin, but our culture and our people in general. To give the brother Ness an opportunity to feel that and to know, okay, there is a difference and it's a separation, because when money, sport, and work separates the man and the character of who that shines. And Ali shined so bright, and he's one of one of one of one. You know what I mean? So I don't want
Yeah.
to diminish
Yep.
what Floyd has done career wise and what he's done for our people. Ness put me in a position that I felt compelled to give him my passion about it, and hope that he can convey it, and it's not just a matter of one of those just cookie cutter questions. Now,
Yep.
as far as Tio, you straightened me out on Tio in the sense of, does he deserve it? Um, and that is left to Bud. That's not left to me. I should not be saying that whether he deserves that fight. Uh, do the fans deserve an opportunity, and Devin deserve an opportunity? If Tio wants to unify, definitely that. The same thing with Subriel Matisse. Now, the thing that I say about Subriel, me being in the business, right? When Devin finished, I called them people based on guys like you saying that the Sabril Matias is a great fight. I don't know how many people ran with it, and they said it because we don't know who he's fought, but we know that we heard he got a belt and he can go. That's one thing that we know, huh? Well, he done said this and he done said that. Well, he can go. So I called him. You know what I mean? And I said, hey, man, I'm calling you because everybody is calling me. That was the reason why I called him, to make the fight happen. You said something on the internet, people was talking shit. I said, hey, man, I'm going to call you, man. Shit. You must be doing good. What we going to do? How we going to make this happen? What you talking about? That's all that I can fucking do. This ain't no fucking rocket science. That's why I don't tend to try to create some kind of illusion to scare parents away from getting behind their kids, because it was made out like it was some big fucking big to do deal shit that nobody is going to be able to do it. And like I always reiterate, they say, well, how are you going to do that if you can't, if you don't talk to this person, or you don't align with this person, you don't align with that person? So, I ramble on, but bro, um I appreciate the call. If I answered any of the questions.
No, you did. And Ness, if
Okay.
I may, I just got two questions, and one you can answer when I get off, if that's okay with Ness.
Okay.
Um, the first question you can answer when I get off is, from your perspective, does the fighter care more about his legacy or the fans? And then secondly, everybody is up in a roar about the Sheik offering $50 million or whatever a pot to Dev, and just per se Dev and Tank to take a fight. And my perspective is, you know, that pot means nothing more than a fight that hasn't been signed, for the simple fact that just because there's a pot doesn't mean the fighters are going to agree to split it down the middle. Tank may ask for 35 million. He may even ask for 40 million. So just because the platform is there, the money is there, doesn't still guarantee the fight, because negotiations still have to happen and leverage is created for a reason. So those are my two statements. I'll get off. Thank you so much, and that's for the opportunity.
I mean,
For
Tank done
sure.
turned more you fans into lawyers, litigators, negotiators, debaters, you know what I mean? And went from fight fans, right? Fight fans just wanting to see the best fight the best. That's it. No, you know what I mean? Discredit to either guy, for this gentleman to come in at a time when Showtime closed their doors, and it not being any fight schedule and not being any money. Shout out to His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, and we're appreciative here in the U.S. for just coming in and being a player, for to provide other options and other opportunities. I can't say enough about what he's done publicly. I knew privately that he was a player in the game, and he wanted to make these kind of fights. When I came out and said some things, everybody has thought that I was crazy and all the other shit, right? But His Excellency has spoken on it, and we as the fans, fight fans, need to appreciate this, man. I got a chance to, I got a chance to see Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Parker. Um, who else was on that card? I got a chance to see some heavyweights that night.
Yep.
Man, man, and
Ngannou,
and and
Man, the
Don
best
Nelson.
fight,
Naokuta, the
the best
cruiserweight
fight,
champ from Australia.
the best fight with Isaac Kababel and Marmadov. I mean
Hey,
that
I seen some,
Makhmadov.
man.
Excuse me.
I seen some. I got a chance to see some fights and to see that I was there that day when Parker and Wilder. You know what I mean? Um, man, listen. I'm telling you, he's a real player. He's a real player in the game, and um, we don't need to be disrespecting him. And anyone that's disrespecting him, really, you pushing boxing back to the horse and buggy days. And those are the guys that we need to block. Anyone that's creating false narratives and coming up, and you don't you don't understand the name, and you want to disrespect the name, and all that, man. It's, knock it off, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bill,
Man
you
got more
can't.
money. And
Sorry.
what? No, I'm saying is they got more money. Everybody was talking all this money talk and all this other stuff. Now he done showed up with the real money, and guess what they did, Ness? They done got quiet. Everybody starts saying, "Where's CYP at anyway?" Uh,
Bill, first of all, Gil in the BX. Bill, please give AB a chance. We fans will support. He paid
man,
to say that.
listen, no, no, listen. I take AB serious. I do. I ain't gonna listen to what people are saying. I take him serious. Because the other day everybody says, Bill, what's going on? Bill, what's going on? Bill, what are you gonna do? The biggest fight in boxing, the most anticipated fight in boxing is happening, and your son's not involved. It just got swept away from you. Bill. Ring walk, was that not the sentiment? Ring walk, was that not the energy that they was giving off?
Yeah, I mean, for for
Was
sure.
was that
But
not the
again,
questions that
it's
we
it's
were
like
getting?
it's like I always say, and I mean, you said it earlier. It don't matter who y'all fight. They gonna have some negative to speak, regardless
Right.
of who the opponent is. I feel
I
like.
mean, Floyd said that himself.
Yes. Yes.
I think at this point it's just understanding that. It's like I've told that, it's just understanding that because you got to be okay with who you are and how you laid out the career path for your son. So again, he the only
Yo,
active fighter to have six straight world champions in seven fights. So
Bill, I got three more callers for you, but we got to wrap up. I got another show scheduled in another 53 minutes.
Let's go,
yo,
Ness.
J Matt,
yo.
right back.
Oh yeah. Look,
J
I
Mac.
didn't mean no disrespect. I didn't
No
mean no
disrespect, J
disrespect.
Mac.
Like I said, hold on, Bill. Like, bro, when you talk, I can't. Like something come on my line and you get real low, so I can't hear you.
Okay.
I didn't mean no disrespect with the excellence guy, Turki Elashiki, she, and I'm not playing on name. I just don't know his name. I don't know the culture to even understand why I'm
Yes.
calling the man his excellency. That's something you didn't travel the world and got the experience. So please don't take it like I'm trolling or disrespecting the guy's name. I'm just not comfortable with doing it. I heard you state that it took you a while to get comfortable with it, and whatever it took for you to get comfortable, obviously you're in a position to do so. I'm not. When I was speaking on him fronting the bill and the money, I wanted to get that question answered. With that money being presented, that should take away a lot of network and promoters problems, right? For in the sport and fights getting made. Second question was, do you think Tank and do you know this information? Is Tank obligated to fight on a network or a certain platform to where he could not accept money issues like that? And my third one, on a Wilder, and you were there at the fight. You saw firsthand. I heard that you was yelling, telling Wilder stuff from the stands. Did you think him not fighting Zilly Zane was actually a good point for his career due to the fact of how he looked in that last fight? Can you please answer all three of those questions?
Absolutely. I can start in reverse answering about Zilla Zhang. Big old killer. Big old killer. Wilder has taken on a schedule that has been vicious. You know what I'm saying? If his team and him decide to take a break before going on to Zilla Zhang, then we cannot question who Deontay Wilder is. Um, and for him to say, okay, now let me regroup from a strategy perspective and not regroup to find a heart. We're not testing him about the heart. Now we got to test him about his brains and say, now, it's from a strategy standpoint, can you realign, regroup, and come with something? Every man and any man should be afforded that opportunity. To answer your question, would that be something to step back and take? Yeah, absolutely. And should the world pay for him to see him regroup? Absolutely. Joseph Parker is a bad boy. We been knew that he was a bad boy. So that should he get a regroup fight? Absolutely, he should. You know what I mean? Right out there in Saudi. You know what I mean? Anytime a man goes and puts it on the line and he loses, you give him an opportunity to come back and dust himself off and see can he get back to greatness. Now, what was the other question, Ness?
The next one was Tank. Do you know for yourself is Tank obligated to fight on a network?
Well, I know
Can
if
he
you
fight on
if
any
listen,
platform with that offer
well,
standing on the
there's no
table from the
platform.
money?
Well, there's no platform in Showtime, the former network that he was fighting on, and the pay-per-view arm. So if you're the former face of boxing, then I imagine you would be tied up with places and stuff like that. Devin being the face of boxing right now, he's not tied contractually to go anywhere but deliver to the people. Now, what was the other question?
And my third one was more like since he's putting up that money and it kind of resolves a lot of the problems as far as network putting money up or overpaying fighters, and it seemed like he's comfortable with putting on entertainment at the cost he's putting at. Shouldn't that make the fight easier to be made? Or
Oh,
it's going to be a
okay, yeah.
conflict with the weight class or the network? That's what I'm asking
Okay,
for, or promotional company.
okay. So let's properly address what. And when I say His Excellency, that word had me having a problem with just the that part of it, the excellency, and not Turkey al Sheikh actually being his name. Whether someone said Mister Such and Such, or whether they say that's the big homie, or whether in your case you say J Mac, you know what I mean? Um, I respect it. You know what I mean? However, if that's really, is Mac your last name?
No, it's short for my last name, so I just put the Mac on instead of Macon.
Okay, yeah, yeah, exactly. Because that can be interpreted as something else as well. J Mac. You know what I'm saying? So, with that saying, I hope once I learn a person and I learn that their intents, like your intention, I'll try to say your name as much, as close as possible, just out of respect. I have callers that call in. I say, what's your name, bro, so I can properly address you. So that's just me, and there was no disrespect behind it. But when you have a gentleman like him to come in and say, okay, the money has been the issues, when every time everyone else has been saying, they say the money the issues, but we all know that that's not the issues. That people's playing games. To me, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying is it ain't all this money issues. These fighters is playing games. For His Excellency to come in and say, you know what, boxing is messed up because everyone is saying it's because the fighters not fighting. Let me be firsthand to say that I'm willing to raise my hand to make help some of this stuff get financed, right, and made. And then to say that somebody that we're saying is the face of boxing can't make it happen. So you can't make it happen regardless. There's no way to make it happen. There's no way to not make it happen. So I said, for those and the fans that's up under that, that's not the face of the sport. That's no longer the face of the sport because it's a global sport and it's continuing to grow. It's not just that you fight here in the United States, because you have opportunities around the world, right? To me.
Agreed.
All right. Let's see. We have, I think, is
J
C
Mac,
Dub.
appreciate the call.
Thank you, J Mac.
Appreciate it.
Yo, hot audio.
Yep. You good?
Straight, that's what's up, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. What's good? Ness, Ring Walk, Bill Haney. Them Oakland
Yes,
boys
sir.
going to
What up?
pull
What
up.
up?
What's good? What's good? Commend you, man, on not going to the restroom, man. We know what would have happened. We know what it is. We know what it ain't and what it will be. And as a community,
Absolutely.
we didn't need that. So thank you,
No.
man. As a
Yes,
man,
sir.
for maintaining professionalism, best you
Yes,
could.
sir.
I mean, the best thing that happened after being challenged, to go to the restroom. We need to realize as a people we knock down each other when we act foolish in public. And thanks for setting a good example as a man and as a human being, man. Thank you. There's no problem
Thank you,
for you to
brother.
rep your son as loud as possible as you are and as you do. Tell them to call security if it's a disturbance.
Yes.
Maintain professional, be professional. That's how you get to
Much
do
as I can,
business.
bro.
Let everybody know and see. That's how you get to do business with His Excellency. Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm
Alhamdulillah.
saying? I like
Yes,
the
sir.
AB fight. I saw AB fight and Ryan myself. I forgot AB had some interesting interactions with the Haynes at the Mayweather gym. Hardcore shit. If you know, you know, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like that fight. Devin being mentioned by Turkey al Sheikh, surprising, but not at the same time because of the religious ties that you all have, but surprising because it was thought that they were only interested in the big fights at the bigger weights, not the smaller weights. So it's interesting. It's exciting. I know you proud, but and I know even if Tank can't be lured from the PBC master plan and what Amazon Prime has in store, I'm sure His Excellency will be interested to see, T.O. Devin. You know, the best still fighting the best. Devin versus Shakur. You know, Tank isn't the end all be all, right?
Right,
Right, Bill?
right.
Correct,
Absolutely.
correct.
Listen,
So
absolutely. This is the Devin Haney era, and like we're happy that a big player like the Excellency himself, Turki Al-Sheikh, is in boxing saying, "Hey, let's make this happen." You know, the boxing fans,
he brought a
let's
bazooka to the
push.
game, right? He brought a bazooka
Yeah,
and blew up all the plans. He got a bazooka that could potentially blow up any plan that you have on the table with the money that is involved. You know, that could be given out. So I know you're proud and you're happy to be in this position. You know, shout out to
absolutely,
you.
King.
Shout out to Devin
Absolutely, King.
for putting in the work to be in this position, man. And shout out to you for maintaining professionalism and keep doing your thing, man. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Shout out.
Alhamdulillah. That's the one thing that keeps me good is the real ones like that 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 appreciate, you know what I mean, Islam, appreciate the peace that we try to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Um, that was that was a very
Alhamdulillah.
that was a close call. Hey,
Yo,
hey, Sean.
what's up,
Timboski.
Bill? What's up, Bill? Ness, ring walk,
Hey,
ring walk. Hey, Bill, man, what's up, man? You get me? Salute to you. Salute to what your son is doing in the sport of boxing. That's what we need him to be doing, unlike some other guys. Mention no names. You get me? But I've got a couple questions for you, Mr. Haney.
yes.
Obviously, you've heard what the king had to say. He wants your son in his perimeter of big fights. You understand what I'm saying to you? What's the outlook for Devin Haney's career in about? Where do you see Devin Haney in about 5 years when he's about 29, 30? Well, how many divisions do you see him conquering? You have an ego because you're. There's one thing I wanted to say to you, Mr. Haney. You're a professional marketer. You know what I'm saying to you. You know how to create certain net. You know how to network and make the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? You like to roll out the red carpet. I appreciate that. Cause I need to take out a couple pages from guys like yourself, guys like Nestler, even Dan to an extent. You know what I'm saying to you? You guys know what you're doing over there. So please explain to me, Mr. Haney, where do you see your son in about 5 years?
Um, I think that in about 5 years we look to start closing in on that 50-0 record. That Floyd always likes to say that he looks for somebody to break. You know, Devin is 25 now. Um, Obviously, 35. If you're doing two fights a year for the next 10 years, just two fights at 10 years at 35, you're 53-0. So um, it's inshallah that that's something that we'll be looking at. You know what I mean? Of course, you got to take it one fight at a time. He's only you know
Yes.
he's only 31-0 right
And,
now.
and
Um,
how bad do you want to get at these guys next, Mr. Bill? Sorry to cut you, Mr. Haney. I've only got about 2 or a minute and a half left in the ring. You know what I'm
okay,
saying to you? Or how badly is it that you want to fight Teofimo Lopez? You want to fight the Subriel Matias? You want to fight the Jack Catoros? You want to fight those Barrios? You want to fight those
bad,
guys? How bad is it that you want
bad.
those guys' heads on the plate? And
Those
listen, I would
listen,
like to see
bad,
that, Bruno. That's an
bad,
interesting fight. Adrian Bruno and
bad,
Devin Haney. That's an interesting fight.
bad,
Could you
bad,
break that
bad,
down? Could
bad.
you break that down stylistically? How do you see?
Listen,
Do you see you
there's
stopping Adrian Broner? How do you see that fight going?
man, these fights are all fighters that are in the way of Devin and the Mount Rushmore of boxing. You know what I mean? They're all in the way of that 50-0. They're all in the way of those back-to-back champions that Ness always talks about. Devin is hungry, man. He's hungry. He's 25 years old. He's undisputed two division, and he's still hungrier than ever before. So to answer your question, I don't never down none of those guys. I always say that they'll all in time, one or another, be great opportunities for Devin to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? And it's a great time that you
Yes,
have all those names to talk about. You know what I mean? You have some
yes,
divisions
yes.
that there's nobody to talk about. There's nobody in the division. You have extremely talented fighter, but nobody in the division. So thank you, brother.
Thank you, Mr. Bill Haney, man. And one more thing, man. Hey, don't listen to fans like Tip Fakeless. Tip Fakeless, he's trying to ruin the sport that we love. He's trying to ruin it with his bull jive. You know what I'm saying to you? Make sure you go over there to the King Alashish and get that real dough, man. We want to see Devin Haney. We want to see all the big fights over there, man. Hey, salute to you, Nestler and Dan, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, King. We got one more, Ness.
Just your nemesis.
Oh, ain't no doubt. Come on with it. Who is my
CYP.
nemesis? Oh, that's not my nemesis. I thought you was bringing in Tiafimo Senior. CYP ain't my nemesis.
Yo, T.O. Senior, that is it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
oh,
CYP
what
in
up?
another
What up?
lifetime, CYP could have been representing DHP and been a fan. And there's no way in another lifetime Teofimo Sr. would have ever been in the Haney family organization, fight, nothing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Sr. is so far on that side, and I'm so far on this side. That's what's going to make for a great fight between us.
Yo, yo, what up? What up? Oh my goodness, man. You know, much love out there in the community, man. TBX in the building. Hey, Bill. People was
Yes.
mad at me because I was saying that the Sheik or whoever's over there should offer a multi-fight deal to Tank if he wants him. And I'm like,
Well, you got to
y'all
say His
motherfuckers don't.
Excellency. Can you say His Excellency? Can you first
Nah,
pronounce that because this is big
no,
business and it's huh?
not me, not me, not me. No. I don't call men the excellency. I don't do that. But
Wait,
especially if I don't
wait.
know the
What is
dude either. I don't
what does
know him.
CYP?
He ain't done
What
nothing
does
for me.
CYP stand for?
Yeah, claim your
What does
position.
CYP? Huh?
Claim your position.
Claim your position.
Yep.
Hello, CYP.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, CYP. Now listen to
Yeah.
this. If 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 I don't operate under BH the Great anymore, it's Bill Haney. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
But when a man
Right.
let's can we show respect to His Excellency and not any disrespect to us by us giving him his just due and talk about him and not the way we would hold the great Al Heyman in high esteem. We must hold His Excellency in the same high esteem and respectfully in what he does and what he's bringing to the table. Good brother. Can we get that, CYP?
No. You know what I'm saying? We can move on from that. I don't
Okay,
know, dude.
okay,
I ain't
okay. Well
studied,
then,
dude. I don't know nothing
listen.
about him. Not
Okay,
happening. Not happening.
well then, guess what? The CYP. Then if you can't have, cause I gave you a respect for your game and CYP and a conversation, but it's too much stuff and it's too much great things. I'm going to keep the respect I have for His Excellency. I'm not going to have a conversation with someone that of your intellect, but you choose to take a little
Right.
road
Right. Right.
like
Right.
this.
If you don't want to have a
I'll
conversation,
reserve
don't have it,
to
doggy.
have
We know
a
why you
no.
don't
I'll
want to talk.
reserve to
It's all
have a
good. I'm
bullshit
gone. Have a good
conversation
day.
with you. Listen, no, yeah, you have a good day, CYP. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I reserve the right. I'm not gonna have a bullshit conversation about somebody that's real, and on the battlefield, that's a real deal person. You know what I'm saying? His
Mic
Excellency
check, mic
deserves.
check.
Uh, His Excellency
Bill Haney.
deserves to be held in
Uh,
high regard like any other businessman, any other somebody that's bringing. And it's not no butt kissing. It's the real deal. But I'm not going to come on here and play with nobody.
Numbers.
all right, am I coming through?
Yes.
All right, so what's good? What's good, TBV? Nez, Danny, top of the
Put some
morning.
coffee in there.
Mr. Haney, good morning with
Blessings,
you,
King.
sir. Thank you for
Blessings.
coming on the show, bro. Appreciate it. I just had a quick question, man. I like when have you had negotiations with His Excellency before? Like, have you
Uh,
guys kind of talked about?
no, no. But you know
No,
what? I
okay.
got a chance to see. You know, my
So
mind
we
was
don't.
blue. Give me a second. My mind was blue when I saw it, and then I saw actual other guys, and I don't have to mention names. You can go look, who are managers and promoters say that their mind was blue and they were going to come back and tell their fighters what a wonderful experience and opportunity it is. So I think that I'm speaking from maybe a biased perspective because I've actually been over there and I've actually met the gentleman. So yeah, I think and I think you guys probably would be doing the same if you were in the same position as I am, of actually being able
No,
to
of course
witness
you
it,
can't
see it.
base this all off people who don't know how to behave
Yes.
in like a higher echelon setting. You know, about just being respectful. If it's a member of a royal family or another, higher government, you know,
Mm,
dignitary, a political position, to just go in there wild and then picking your
yeah.
nose and not having basic table manners. Like
Right.
they don't even let those people pass security. So like we don't even got to talk about that. But the reason why I was asking that is, we don't really, judging from your answer, we don't know how many people are going to be on the room from other fighters trying to meddle, and we don't know how the negotiation is going to go because His Excellency is like, here's the purse, here's the location. I mean, what other roadblocks or setbacks can the other parties put if they're not willing to
I,
fight?
well, when you actually see two of the biggest names, biggest heavyweights, biggest guys of of um, of this era, uh, in Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua on the undercard of each other, and I'm sitting here watching this thing, right? I don't think no
Right?
one in America would have been able to pull that one off. Do you think so,
No.
Ness?
Hell no.
Ringwalk, Ringwalk.
Nope.
Hell
Let me
no,
ask you,
hell
Ringwalk.
no. That was too
Yeah.
much,
So,
man. I was
right, and
saying
I'm
for
so
that day of
so I'm
reckoning,
saying,
Bill, that day
huh?
of reckoning, that
Yes,
day of reckoning when you guys was in Saudi,
yes,
obviously we was here. We ain't see the main event till 2 p.m. I was watching boxing since 8 in the morning. They had so
yes.
many fights. I was watching that card for like 6, 7 hours. Nah, ain't no way
Right.
in hell.
And it
Yeah.
was a great
So
card.
And
right. So to see those two
and,
guys and see those two
and real
guys
quick
in particular.
before I get timed out. Oh yeah, go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
No, but to see those two guys, two of my guys, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, to both be on the same card. I'm watching one after the other, and for unfortunately one of my guys to be in a tough fight and get upset. Right. I'm like, ooh, it was a night to remember. And thank you to those families, man. Thank you to the Wilder family, man, for coming in and putting it on, man, and getting it on and taking on a tough Parker, and the Joshua and them. And hey, man, shout out to His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh for putting on, man, and already saying if you can
Shout out.
go get the if you can go get the heavyweights and have them get down on one night, you know what you can do with the lightweights, man. If y'all don't knock it off, if you don't want to do it and you don't want to be a part of it, then just say it. But we ain't gonna disrespect.
Right.
Uh,
Bill,
we ain't gonna
Bill, one last
disrespect.
question, real quick.
Thank you,
One
brother.
last question, then I'll hang up and listen. So, if Plan A doesn't work, is there a Plan B? So, if Gervonta for some reason fails to materialize, are you going to take that mandatory in Saudi? Are you looking at other locations? It looks like Ryan is kind of fumbling which fight. He just shot down Oscar a couple minutes ago on Twitter, saying he don't want to fight Ramirez. So, like, how many plans you got in the air right now, so
It's
that y'all
funny
don't get
because everything
get
seems
left
to
without a
be.
dance partner?
I think no. I think Ringwalk will attest to it. Everything seems to always circle back to Devin. We always end up, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I think because Devin's name is in the hat to make the biggest and the best fight happen. You know what I mean? He's not fucking
that's
around.
it.
So we just gotta wait and see. What a difference a day makes. A couple days. Everyone's acting like there wasn't any opportunities on the thing. I think, and we don't like when Ness gets at that point because he gets worried and he starts sending me, Bill, what are we gonna do? Bill, come on, tell me something. But when we're full of options and I don't hear Ness and he's running programming and he's asking you guys and he's touching to the people, I know we're in a good space.
So where you places Sandor Martin in those plans in that space? Like
Oh,
where would
he's
you?
heavily in the listen. He's heavily in the plans. We've had a whole company go and sign him just on the basis of getting a fight with Dev.
Mm,
We had one other company go sign a fighter in Regis Prograis just to get in business with Dev. The business in Devon is thriving and alive, brother. So
there we
I
go.
came on and I told you
Yes,
I had
sir.
nothing but pleasantries to say about Sandor Martin and everything and his whole story.
Hey, hey, thank you for coming on the show, Bill. I'm gonna hang up and listen, but thank you for coming on the show. Don't let the knuck. We appreciate you, like, for coming on and giving your opinion, doing what other head trainers don't do, or other people in the business. You know, you come in and interact with the fans, so appreciate that. And shout
Appreciate you.
out to His Excellency. What was his name again? Turkey.
Turkey Al
So I
Sheikh.
can pronounce it right. I'm gonna
Yes.
have to get that down on my own time. But yeah, shout out to His Excellency, and shout out Ness, shout out
Absolutely.
Danny, TVV. You know what's
You got
happening?
it, bro.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, Bill. That is everybody.
Do
I
we
got a
do we
wrap
knock him down, Ness? Do I
one
come
by
in and do we
one
knock him
by
down,
one,
Ness?
one by
Huh?
one.
One by one, baby man. Shout out to
I
the
do
boxing
got
voice.
I do
Huh?
got Supermax that says, Bill, please never entertain Ryan Garcia again. You also got
Woo!
Never Too Much Steph that says, Mr. Bill, we don't want the AB fight, OG.
Yeah.
Then we got Richard that says, Bill, we need Devin versus Manny Pacquiao in Saudi.
Yeah, that was the next thing we were gonna say. Hey
Then we
Ness.
need Then we
Go ahead.
got Real Boxing TV says, Bill, make Tio fight. He got Bob's number. No one wants AB, Garcia, or any fight. He's not the big favorite. Stop ducking the real smoke.
Hey man, I don't duck no smoke because I show up right here on TBV, the boxing voice, the voice of the people. So if you really want to get it off and you got the best fighter in the world, come on the boxing voice.
You got Young Too Cold. He says, not to be a downer, but it's been almost 7 years since Adrian Broner made 140. The people wouldn't give Devin any credit for that fight. So does that mean that fight will take place at 147?
Absolutely. 147.
Okay, so no
If I'm
belt
not
on the
shaking
line.
that, if we're not shaking that nothing up at 140, we going up to 147 and see what's popping up there.
All right, all right. Well, Bill, man, thank you for coming on. I got to grab some food before my next show. Danny, let them know where they can find you. Bill, let them know where they can find you.
Springboard
Bring
Danny
walk you
and Bill,
first.
appreciate your time as always. We don't take
Hey,
it for
absolutely.
granted. I know people think that we the Haney voice and we this and we that. We definitely don't take take your time on the show for granted.
For sure.
Man, if they don't knock it off, man, and go follow at Real Devin Haney on all platforms. And if you got a problem, catch me on your ass when you say the wrong thing about the best fighter in the world and the face of boxing, Devin the Dream Haney. You dig?
All right. Catch me on the next one. Peace. YouTube family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.